everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys could see, today is the highly anticipated how to use Alibaba. Now, I'm really sorry for the way that the layout looks. I decided I wanted to show you guys from the mobile app only because I know people probably use their phone the most. So I decided to pull up my mobile screen on here for you guys. As you could see, this main page is going to be your home page. So this is where you're going to find all of your recommendations, things that are geared to like what you search up and stuff like that. So this is the home screen right here that I'm scrolling up and down on. Beside your home tab at the bottom, you're going to see a little eye icon. So that is your live view tab. So any vendor or seller that you follow, essentially any of their live videos, any of their podcast streams or anything like that will show up in your live view feed. It's almost like Instagram. You can scroll through them. You could watch their live videos, watch the things that they post. And it's really cool. And also, like, sellers who don't follow will also pop up on there. So that is really great. Now, beside that is going to be your messenger tab. This is where all your messages between all the sellers or anybody you contact is going to show up in. Obviously, I don't have any there because this is my skincare page. I decided to use this page so I could start fresh for you guys and show you guys from the start how to start a conversation with a vendor on Alibaba. So beside that tab is going to be your cart tab. I don't have anything in my shopping cart, so obviously nothing is going to show there. Besides that is my my Alibaba page. So this is where you're going to find all your main information. Right here, this is going to be your favorites. So any seller that you like, you can favorite them. It will show up there. These are my favorites here. And the sellers that I follow. Here is my browsing history, so you'll be able to see the things that I've searched up in the past. And then right here is just the manage order button. This is where all of your orders will go. We have the buying requests. Like, these are all just little things, like pretty much like a my account type. So this is where you'll keep track of all your inquiries, all the things you've bought in, and all that good stuff will be located in this tab. So next what we're going to do is we're just going to jump straight right into it. You're going to go to the search bar. You're going to search up what you are looking for. In this case, we're looking for acrylic powder. As you could see all the list of vendors and different suppliers who offer acrylic powders. So what you can do to try to determine if they're a good company is what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to click onto the page, and at the top you could see how many followers they have. So on this page they have 2,349 followers, so that's a good amount of followers. You can go and you could scroll and you could see all of their ads. All these ads are put up by different sellers, but they are still within the same company. You could see their acrylic powders, their gels, anything like that. So what you want to do is you want to click on the ad, and then pretty much this is the ad. They'll show pictures and everything like that. There's a little chat now button. So when you're ready to message the seller, you'll click the chat now button. But on these ads, you also could see like the amount of transactions they have had, their average response time, their rate of their delivery, if they're delivering on time, and just extra facts like that you can find there. You also can go onto their page and search through their profile, but I always recommend doing profile searches on your desktop because it is easier to find information on the desktop. So now we're going to be going into the chat, and I'm just going to send the ad in so he or she knows what I'm looking for. And then what I do is I just write out a generic message to the seller. I usually will copy and paste this message and send it to various amount of sellers just so that I'm not wasting my time because I know exactly what I'm looking for. And 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for the same thing from each seller. So I just copy and paste what I write, and then I will send it to multiple sellers. So right here, I'm writing, hello, I'm interested in getting a quote for acrylic powders. And I was interested in trying samples. So just letting them know, like, I want samples. After I do the samples, I probably would like to get some kilograms. How much would it be? That's pretty much what you're going to ask, like generically. That's what you would ask. And then usually if you're messaging at night, because you have to realize it also says their time at the top. So it says it's 10:20 a.m. there. It's 10:20 p.m. here. So they're on a 12-hour time difference. So because it's during the day, they should get back to you at a significantly quick time, especially because it's daytime there. You'll know when they get back to you because that little orange and red sign will turn to like a black red sign. Now we're going to go back and we're going to go back to our messages, that message tab right in the middle. And then now you could see that that new vendor that we just messaged just popped up in our messages. So now we're going to go and we are going to search for another acrylic powder vendor, somebody who can message. So like I said, you'll see all of the vendors, everybody who's selling stuff. You could click on the ads. This is the I Say Beauty company. And so we are going to chat with them. So you're just going to want to click the chat now button like we did for the last vendor. You could see on this ad, they're showing their colors. Pretty much like they're just showing off their products and stuff like that. So you could go down and also see their delivery time and how many transactions they've made, etc. like that. Before ordering, these are always good steps to try to figure out if a seller is good. And also, as you could just see, I just followed them. So now that I followed them, their feed and anything that they post will come and pop up in my live feed if they ever do podcasts or anything like that. So once again, I'm just sending the ad in the chat. I'm copying and pasting my generic message. And as you can see, I automatically got a response. This is not a real response. This is their robot. You'll know when they send you a real response. So we're just going back now. I'm sorry if I'm moving fast, guys. So we're going back. We're going to look for another vendor here. Let's look. And as you can see, they have a lot. They have a lot of vendors. This is NSI Attraction. I feel like I've seen this acrylic before. Let me check the profile first, though. Okay, so I'm not sure what flag that is. Is that like Germany? I'm not sure. Okay, let me go to the store's profile or their store and see. Ooh, we already got a message back. So these are things that you want to watch out for. If a seller is claiming that they're selling acrylic powder and you go on their page and they're selling a whole bunch of other stuff, run far, okay? Do not trust that seller. It's best to go to places that either only sell acrylic powders or they have, they're specialized in that, because a lot of vendors who are selling a whole bunch of other stuff do not know nothing about acrylic powder. So we're just going to keep it moving and we're going to keep looking for a new ad here. So here's a new ad. As you can see in the description, it says it's a 2-in-1 acrylic powder / dipping powder. You can see their delivery rates, their transactions. As you guys can see, we're also getting messages that are coming in actively while we're doing this. And this is the company's profile. You could see that they have about 1,200 or 1,900 followers, so that's pretty good. You always can go and you can check their stats as well. Like I said before, I'm going to show you what it looks like to check a company's stats on the desktop, which is way more easier and way more thorough. Now, I don't know what happened to my last clip where it showed me messaging the seller from Bin Acrylic, but I did message them for you guys to show you guys what it actually looks like when you put an order in. So as you could see, I gave them the information. Obviously this information wasn't real, but I gave them a number, I gave them an address, they told me the price. They said it was going to be $175. I believe they said it's going to be $109 for shipping. and it would be, I believe, $60 for the products itself. So because my country is located in Canada, you can see the Canadian price. So for me, it would be $224. But for everybody in the States or in the UK, it would be significantly cheaper. It shows you all of their payment options. It will show you the breakdown. You can request to modify the order if it's not correct. You can make your payment. It shows you pretty much everything. Your original contract would be what you guys agreed on in your chat. Then you would move on to the payment. Once you pay, you would wait for it to be shipped, received, etc. They also have a dispatch guarantee time frame. So if your product is not shipped out by the dispatch date that they state, you are essentially able to apply for money back on your order. So they have a whole bunch of like trade assurances, pretty much to try to keep you safe, quote unquote safe. So that's what it looks like. And when you actually come into your managed orders, that's where all your managed orders will pop up. Now, on to the desktop, I am showing you guys how to sign in or how to manage your Alibaba through your desktop, or at least like the key parts that are very significantly different than what's on your mobile app. So here you can see just like what was on your mobile app, you have your messages. There's my message from Acrylic where I literally just got that payment email. It should load up right there. So there's the payment email, and if I wanted to pay it, obviously I would click make payment, and I would proceed and I would pay for that. So this is essentially what it would look like on your desktop versus on your mobile phone, which it is pretty similar. Not really that much of a difference here. As you could see, the seller responded to me. They told me that they could ship it 2 to 3 days after my payment. I believe they ship it through DHL. So like I said, it very much just depends on where you go with your packages. I'm guarantee you if I message another seller from this company itself, the price will be different. The price is always different. Also, in an off clip, I did go ahead and search up some monomer vendors because I was interested to see if they're shipping monomer now. I know they haven't been shipping it for a while due to the pandemic. So if you can see on the side, there are some vendors on the side that I did message about monomer. So now moving forward, I am going to show you guys in a bit how you can check the stats of a company in just a second. Pretty much you're also able to ask sellers for their Alibaba reviews or their Alibaba reports. Alibaba usually does like a report on companies to show pretty much their statistics and how well they operate. So you can always ask sellers for their Alibaba report. Some sellers will act like they don't have it, but they do. And 9 times out of 10, if they're not trying to give it to you, it could be for a specific reason. So just like on the mobile app, when I was showing you guys, this is what it looks like to make a payment on your desktop. It's pretty much the same. Everything's the same, just laid out a little bit different here. So yeah, it's pretty much all the same. Everything is the same. The only difference that I wanted to show you guys on the actual desktop is just the profile, because the profiles on the desktop and the profiles on the mobile website are not as thorough. So just like the mobile, you'll see everything, all the ads, everything like that. But when you click profile, it shows you a couple of extra things. So for example, there's going to be pictures of their factory. A lot of other places have these visual 3D walkthroughs, so you can actually walk through the factory and see what it looks like. Down here, this is what I really like to look at. It's actually the transaction histories. So it doesn't give out personal details. It won't tell you the name or anything like that, but it will tell you pretty much the dollar amount, kind of. You can kind of range the dollar amount, and it tells you the days that people purchase. And as you guys could see, the United States has bought the most from them so far. I don't know if this is a spectrum based on a yearly status or if it's for specific ads, but we're gonna go down and we're gonna switch to the United States so we can see what kind of transactions they have. So as you could see, you could tell that there's one with a comma, so that means that that person could have spent anywhere from $1,000 up to $9,000. Here's another one with a comma, and pretty much this kind of just helps you figure out what kind of purchases people are making with the company. If you notice that they're like small numbers, people are probably buying samples and not coming back. If you're seeing big numbers, those are often good signs that people are recurring customers and they come back to make larger orders. So those are good signs. So just jumping back to our messages, we're going to go back to the first person we ever messaged, and we are going to go to their profile on our desktop. So you're just going to want to go to your profile right up the top, and you guys are going to be able to see all of this company's information. As you could see, this is that little 3D walkthrough thing I was talking to you guys about, where you actually can look inside of the factory, see what their equipment looks like, and so on and so forth. So it is very, very, very detailed. On the desktop, there's a lot of information that you can find that you can't find on the mobile app. So if you're ever on a hunt for a vendor, make sure you check out the desktop version of Alibaba as well. So you guys can see here too, the transaction history. Once again, I want to go down to the United States. Oops, this is the United Kingdom. I want to go down to the United States because they often have the most buyers. So as you could see, there's another comma number. I am seeing kind of like some smaller numbers, so you guys just want to make sure that you guys are looking out for that. Moving forward, we are going to go to my Kolinsky brush vendor's profile page. So this is it right here. For anybody who hasn't watched my Kolinsky brush video, you can definitely go back and watch that. Here are the factory 3D photos of my Kolinsky brush vendor. You can see inside of the factory, inside of their showroom. Like I was saying earlier, very, very, very thorough. Here are some photos of the production flow. So pretty much showing you exactly how they create the brushes. These are the exact same brushes that I bought. I believe this was made for somebody else. I don't think that was my order. But they're just pretty much showing you how they produce their brushes. And like I said, you can go down to their transactions. And you could see what kind of transactions they made. Because I'm in Canada, it automatically just always generates the Canadian prices. But we're going to go to the American prices. And right off the bat, you could see within 1 week, they had a couple of comma transactions, which mean it could have ranged anywhere from 1,000 up to 9,000. They have a double comma transaction, which means that transaction could have ranged anywhere from $10,000 to $99,000. So it kind of just shows you that people are purchasing from this vendor. These are ways how you can check if your vendor is actually making sales or if they're not making sales. And that is very important. As you can see down here at the bottom, I did get a message from one of the people who I inquired about monomer, and they asked me how much I needed, which means they are shipping monomer, which is a very, very, very good thing. So that's great. So I tried to do my best with this Alibaba video. I hope some of this information has helped you guys today. If you guys need a second video or part 2, please let me know in the comments below. And I will definitely make another video, maybe in areas that I did not cover, or if you guys are looking for any other information, please let me know. These are just the tips and tricks that I found to help me purchase items off of Alibaba in a safe manner. Please guys, always remember, if they ask you if you have WhatsApp, you can say yes, but make sure you do not make any purchases over WhatsApp. Do not do any Western Union transfers, nothing. Always pay over the website. Please guys, please stay safe and always pay over the website. Thank you guys again so much for watching another video with me. Once again, like I said, I'm always trying to come with the tips and the tricks, and I can't wait to see all of your comments, and I hope you guys tune into my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.